Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, as we all know, has been sent to judicial custody now till the 15th of April. He has been transferred to Tihar jail and he is lodged in prison number 2. The Rouse Avenue Court has remanded Kejriwal in connection with the liquor policy scam probe. During the hearing, the Enforcement Directorate reiterated its charges against Arvind Kejriwal, claiming that he has colluded with various parties to formulate the Delhi liquor policy and tweak it in favor of the Aam Aadmi Party, gaining some financial material. Meanwhile, after the court verdict, the AAP Supremo's council moved an application seeking that Arvind Kejriwal be provided with a chair, table, medicines and be allowed to carry 3 books to jail. Amidst all of this, what is glaringly obvious is that the court has denied granting bail to Arvind Kejriwal. This decision also means that Arvind Kejriwal will not be able to campaign for the Aam Aadmi Party, as the first Lok Sabha poll is scheduled to be held on the 19th of April. All of this now brings us to larger questions. Who really then becomes the face of the Aam Aadmi Party for the general elections, and will this hurt or help the Aam Aadmi Party? I take this conversation forward with me, Dr. Shikha Rai, I have of the BJP, Abhinandita Mayur of the Aam Aadmi Party, Gautam Seth of the Congress, Ramakant Gaur, lawyer of the Supreme Court with us, Advocate Gyanendra Mishra, political analyst, and Vineet Goenka, political analyst, also with us on the broadcast. Let me begin this conversation with Abhinandita Mayur. Abhinandita, my first question, of course, to you is, I've also read the court order where it clearly says that the remand or the custody of Arvind Kejriwal is not being challenged by the council at this point in time. Only his right to respond to other allegations that have been raised by the Enforcement Directorate have been reserved. Why exactly is the demand of custody not being opposed?
Good evening. Look, we expected this for a long time. In fact, we have been saying for 2 years that the whole purpose of this alleged liquor scam hangama is to nab Mr. Kejriwal. And things are going exactly as per the BJP script until the point where Supreme Court gave a important verdict, important judgment to expose the electoral bonds data. I think until then, it is going as per the script. As the legal expert before me was saying, that it is unlikely that Mr. Kejriwal is going to get any relief, especially from the lower courts or the trial courts. And this is a long battle for us. And why? And I mean, our legal experts will look into what next to do, but I think that this was expected by us. It's unlikely that a court will grant bail at this point. That's not the important part. The important part is the timing of this event. The important part is how cleverly the BJP using the ED, or rather misusing the ED, is keeping an important opposition leader, especially somebody like Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, who has managed to capture the conscience of the nation and so on, is being kept under the prison essentially to prevent his influence in the elections. And this is the main actually issue. And we are hoping that the courts are going to actually take, or the election commission will take cognizance of these facts, because this is very dangerous to the democracy. Now, the way in which the BJP has actually amended the PMLA law such that it will be impossible to get bail. And it's so clear and, self-evident what is going on, because the BJP is the one that amends the law. The BJP is the one that controls the ED. The BJP is the one that is actually now defining the terms for how law will work in this country. And I say this because of the very limited attack of the ED, rather almost no attack of the ED on any sitting BJP person. And it's beautiful when somebody from another party is caught. Then this hangama happens. The BJP either puts them in their party or vasulos money through them or their aides from electoral bond. There's much more than what meets the eye, and that is what we are going to try to expose. And thanks to the BJP, actually, the way they have been operating, especially in the last 15 days, I think it's really exposed them, and the people of this country know that if there's one person, if there's one chief minister who's honest, I think Arvind Kejriwalji's name would come first. And I say this because if it was not the case, then Delhi would have been like the other BJP states. For example, Delhi is able to give excellent primary education, unlike Gujarat. So if we were not honest, we would not have been able to do that. If it was not Mr. Kejriwal, we would not have been able to give free electricity. If it was not for somebody like Mr. Kejriwal, women would not get free transport. If it was not for somebody like Mr. Kejriwal, we would not see a unique public healthcare system like the Mohalla clinic. So many such examples we have. And despite all this, the government seems to be in profit. So that is the part that the BJP cannot compete with when it comes to Mr. Kejriwal. Unable to defeat him electorally, this is going by the BJP script. Like I'm saying, the law is such, we are not surprised at all.
Okay, all right. I'm going to give an opportunity to Shikhar Rai of the BJP to respond.
I think, first of all, I would like to say about the timing that has been, stated here as to this is BJP scripted or what. I may remind here that it was Mr. Kejriwal who ordered 9 summons. If he would have joined investigation in the month of October itself, I think then timing should have been according to him only. And this timing, I think it is he who has scripted this timing, that he ordered those 8 summons, that it will be near because he knew it from the very beginning, that if there is such a foolproof case against him, that he would be arrested. Time and again, he's been saying it so, that, they would arrest me, only because he knew it, that this liquor scam is so deep-rooted, it has got so many people involved in it of the Aam Aadmi Party, and very clearly ED has framed a case against them. So I think they knew it very well that this is going to, lend them jail in the end.
LG aapka, you think everybody...
Okay, all right. No, I'm sorry. One second. Abhinandita, she did not...
get a policy passed. Do you think...
Abhinandita, she did not interrupt you. Abhinandita, I'm sorry, but she didn't interrupt you. She didn't interrupt you at all. In fact, nobody interrupted you, including me. So what is this? I always see this with the Aam Aadmi Party, the Congress, all of you get your time, and the moment anybody else starts speaking, there's a need and a hurry to just jump in. Please let the other person complete. Shikhar Rai, go ahead.
Sorry.
जी अभिनंदिता जी, liquor scam आपका, money laundering आपकी, corruption का role आपका. So where does BJP come into the picture? It is ED that has framed a case against Mr. Kejriwal and all others. And I think one of the reasons I come here as of the revelations in the court today, that I think Mr. Kejriwal was avoiding all the summons earlier only because he knew that there are so many other names that he would have to, take in front of ED, and there's so many other facts. I think he was avoiding that only, as ED has stated in the court that Mr. Atishi and Saurabh Bharadwaj's name have been revealed by Mr. Kejriwal itself. And now 2 more names have come up in this scam. So now that when ED has framed a case against Mr. Kejriwal, he's been in the remand, and now the judicial remand is begun by the court after examining all the facts before it. It has nothing to do with BJP. It has nothing to do with police. It is the court which has given the judicial remand of 15 days for Mr. Kejriwal. And that is why I am saying it time and again, that they very well knew it, that there is so much into it, that this money laundering, the money that has gone to Goa elections, and how it came and how the policy was framed for the benefit of these persons from whom the money was taken. So it was very well known to them, and that is why repeatedly they have been beforehand saying that they will put me into jail, because ultimately what happened to Mr. Sisodia, Mr. Satyendra Jain in this liquor scam, he knew that it's going to happen with him also. So what is the ruckus about it? When the investigating agency has formed a case against him, he's been arrested because he avoided summons, and today only, when ED said that why this judicial remand, because he's not cooperating, only he's not given passwords, he's not giving many more facts, And as said that he has been put into custody so that he cannot campaign. He's been put into custody, ma'am, for all legal purposes, that he should not influence any other witness, any other people in this matter. That is why he's been sent to judicial remand now. So, I remind here of the छतों से चिल्लाते थे जो ये कहते हुए कि निकलो मैदानों से, लड़ो बेईमानों से. If you remember 16th August 2011, the Amna Andolan, and the same very people against whom he cried a lot, those very people were there on the dais yesterday crying from the top of their voice for Mr. This is like befooling the people of Delhi, which he's already done by involving himself into this liquor scam. And as was told that if it would not have been Mr. Kejriwal, the Mohalla clinics, this, that, ma'am, there are many more scams that are coming up now, even in Mohalla clinics, even in the construction of school rooms. So it is not that all these things, and Mohalla clinics, it's total racket. It's a fake drama. You go to any Mohalla clinic and tell me if there is any doctor in any Mohalla clinic. No. We all knew that how in one day there were 500 those lab tests been done in one day, in an hour. So don't befool people by saying that Mr. Kejriwal is imandar because of these Mohalla clinics and education schools and all. Now that everyone knows about the liquor scam, the jal board scam, many more scams, I think, yes, you may smile on these corruption issues.
Okay, all right.
Very well, but people cannot be fooled now. And even if you say so, this is all scripted by BJP. The fact is, law will take its own course.
All right. Gyanendra Mishra, bringing you to the conversation. Gyanendra Mishra, I want to understand from you, does this then hurt the Aam Aadmi Party in any way, or does it help the Aam Aadmi Party?
See, there's no question of, helping or harming the Aam Aadmi Party at this stage as far as he said that they no longer.
Gyanendra Mishra, we're having trouble with your connection there. I'll take the same question with Vineet Goenka. Vineet, what do you think as far as implications for the elections are concerned? Arvind Kejriwal unlikely to also now come out on the 15th of April, given the past history of how the courts have dealt with cases of corruption where politicians are involved. The basis of giving bail has always been whether this person is influential enough to come out and tamper with evidence, and on that basis, bail applications are rejected. Given that his remand has now been extended till the 15th of April, the first election happens on the 19th of April. When does an Arvind Kejriwal then even campaign, or have the time to campaign, or even have the ability to campaign at this point in time?
Devika ji, Ram Ram to you, Ram Ram to all my co-panelists who are here today on the show and the viewers who are watching me right now. Your viewers should know the merits of the case. Now, in the peak of the COVID season, when Delhi was suffering, that was somewhere in the May 2021. That is a time when, this policy was notified by Arvind Kejriwal purely with an intent of greed. He knew what he is doing. And then the complaint was filed by the Secretary of the State of Delhi, not by any other political person or not by any other interested party. So then the spokesman should correct themselves. It was filed by the Secretary of Delhi government. This Mr. Naresh Kumar filed a complaint with LG, stating that there is something which is wrong. And on basis of this, then, it went for inquiry and people came to know about this particular part. My one question to Abhinandita ji through you would be, why was the undeposited money returned to the failed tenderer when the tender failed? So let me tell your viewers, there was a tender which was floated for liquor in which 30 crore rupees was deposited as deposit money. The party involved in that failed to comply with the tender conditions. Yet Arvind Kejriwal chose and against the policy of the tender, against the rules, against the instructions and the recommendations of the bureaucrats, it chose to refund earnest deposit money. So this particular specific case, she should tell us why it was done, what was the consideration taken for that particular part. 2, while the entire Delhi was suffering in COVID, not providing the Delhi citizens any relief, what was the reason they went into assembly, a team where they came out and announced this policy? And 3, Abhinandita ji, good, you pointed out many things which Arvind ji has done. But let me also tell you, please go to Kondli, please go to Nazafgarh, please go to Silampur. You will find 19 years boys, 20 years kids drinking and now suffering because this policy has come in. Parents are worried because kids have taken up drinking. So you'll have to answer those parents also whose kids have got into addiction because of this policy. Just because you were to get some money as a bribe, you chose that the entire youngsters would be pushed for liquor. So this emotional answer, and 2, legal answer is, why did you refund the 30 crore rupees earnest deposit money to the failed tender party?
Okay, I give Abhinandita an opportunity to respond now.
Yeah, I think she should help us out on this.
Yes, I was laughing because, you know,
Of course, when you get so much money, you laugh. I understand that.
अरे यार, आप लोगों से बड़ा कोई चोर नहीं है. पहले तो यही नहीं पता if you're a BJP.
अच्छा, उससे लेकिन ये इससे आपकी चोरी कैसे कम हो जाएगी, ये बताइए.
रुक जाइए आप 2 मिनट.
नहीं, तो इससे हमारी आपकी चोरी कैसे कम जाएगी? ठीक है, ये लूज टॉक मत करिए.
Vineet Goenka, you've posed your question. So if she is replying now,
आप लोगों जैसा चोर नहीं है. ठीक है, हमारी चोरी से आपकी चोरी कम हो जाएगी. ठीक है, मान लिया आपकी बात. क्या बात करें मैडम? Don't be, please. I am respectfully putting things to you, and you're trying to show me your upbringing by saying आप लोगों जैसा चोर नहीं है. Please answer this 2 specific question. 1, why was the money been deposited? It was not your personal money, it was government money. And
are
number
you going
2,
to let me give me a chance now?
You should do that, but please don't show your upbringing by using personal
okay,
comments.
all right. I don't understand what is the need to get personal every time. Okay, Abhinandita, go ahead, please.
Please, ma'am, directly answer the question. किस लिए पैसा वापस ये बताइए.
I was not calling you anything. I was calling the BJP a corrupt party. It was not a personal comment.
Please answer the question, ma'am. Please answer the question, madam.
Vineet, she is answering, but she has the right to clarify what's going on. I'm sorry, I think I conduct this debate. Abhinandita Mathur, the floor is yours. Please go ahead.
Thanks. So the reason why I'm smiling or I'm amused is that he actually proves exactly what I was saying earlier, that this narrative that he's parroting has been written, you know, by the BJP involving the ED.
Oh.
The people of Delhi know that it is so hard for the Delhi government to get anything done. It is just impossible that when the law and order, the LG, the officers are all reporting to, to the BJP headquarters or the central government, then there's no scope at all for this kind of a scam to happen. I mean, do you think everybody in the Aam Aadmi Party, from the top leadership to everybody, was a kingpin and this was big thing was happening? And while on the other hand, the businessman responsible for illegal liquor trade in Gujarat has now been given a ticket by the BJP. That's not us. That is the BJP doing that. They have no sincerity towards. So the reason I was amused and angry is because just the way in which you said 18, 19 साल के लोगों के, अरे भैया ये मनोहर कहानियां मत बनाइए, दिल्ली की सच्चाई है, हमने लाइफ सवारी है. And BJP is a party, ना वो अपना परिवार चला सकती है ना दूसरों का. So it's just, I mean, there are Sharda scam, Naroda scam, this scam, that scam. Everybody is sitting in your lap right now. What are you even talking about? And the other thing is, dare you not speak about anybody's upbringing? Because I think that it's extremely offensive. I don't think that it's translated in
Madam,
Hindi.
please answer, why did you take 30 crore? Why did you give the 30 crore rupees back, madam? Please answer that. Number 2, this script is written by Sunday Garden.
Who are
please
you?
read Sunday Garden,
I'm not
madam.
answering.
Please.
Who are you?
You have to read the newspaper. So you speak
Who are
everything
you?
else.
Hey, who are you? Are you
you
many
open
channels
the
you meet me as a BJP spokesperson. Right now you're sitting as somebody, you have zero
Please
connect
tell
on the
me
ground.
that.
You're
Yes,
Kondli.
everything is okay.
We have
Please
lived
tell
in
us that
Kondli for the last 6 years.
Okay.
And that is
Please
why
read
the
Sunday
schools
Garden,
and the
madam.
hospitals in Kondli
इसमें
are
लिखा हुआ
better.
है,
What are you
पढ़िए
talking about?
Okay, all right.
All that
Okay.
is okay, madam.
Okay, I want to bring in, Gyanendra Mishra back with us. Gyanendra Mishra, bring you back to the conversation. I just want to understand from you, from your perspective, as far as the political season is concerned, the fact on the ground is that Arvind Kejriwal is now going to be behind the lockup till at least the 15th of April. We don't know what's going to happen after that. But given the way cases have gone in the past, even in the case of a Manish Sisodia, there is likely to be then an extension of the custody come 15th of April as well. If an Arvind Kejriwal is now going to be missing from the political landscape, from political campaigning. Does this help the Aam Aadmi Party in any way, or does this hurt them?
No, obviously, if it does not come out from the judicial custody, then obviously it is going to impact, the Aam Aadmi Party's election campaign, because he is the star campaigner and he is also the national convener of Aam Aadmi Party. So there's no doubt about it. So as far as but your observation that he will not come out or he cannot come out.
I'm not saying he cannot or not. No, don't misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm saying based on past precedent, there is a precedent that is set by courts in political cases, like a Mr. Manish Sisodia, where the court said that you're a highly influential person and he continues to be behind bars.
So, Megha, I don't want to get into an argument with you. I think your first statement was that he'll not come out before the 15th of April. So, I was just correct.
Sir, he's obviously not coming out before the 15th of April, no?
Yeah. So the point is, okay, your argument well taken. You might not have said